Hi, guys. Welcome back to Crime Time with Jess. So, I woke up this morning and the first thing that I see is Mica Miller's 911 call. I knew that when the medical examiner ruled this a suicide. Oh, sorry, my phone is up. But I knew, and they said they would release the 911 call, and they have. So, I am going to play that for you. It is very sad, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. But here is her 911 call.
Robeson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the
Let me stop this for just a second because I need to mute my.
location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
And National Park,
What's the phone number you're calling me from?
843-655-5242.
Where's the park located at?
In Bear Bluff.
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone. Find my phone is on. I just did my my location.
Okay, I'm showing, hold on one second. I don't think you are in Robeson County. Yeah, the Lumber River State Park. In
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to kill myself, and I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
Sorry, forgot my mic was muted. But I know that was really difficult to listen to. It was really difficult for me to listen to. And I know this isn't the outcome that people wanted, but Micah was caught on surveillance camera going into a pawn shop before this. She bought a handgun. The receipt for that handgun was found inside of her car. I know that people are very frustrated with that 911 call, and they do not feel that the 911 dispatcher did anything. But here's the thing: they have to get a location. They have to find out where you are first, or there is no helping you. So that 911 dispatcher was able to dispatch a Robeson County um, officer and an officer in North Carolina, and they went and they found her pretty quickly. Um, when they saw her car, they used a drone actually, and they found her car. And a fisherman had been out there, and he heard faint crying, and then he heard a gunshot. And when the officers got there, the fisherman was walking up to them, and he had found some items of Micah's. I believe it was a bag. I don't think he touched the gun or anything like that. But this is just it's so very sad. And I've seen people be in such denial and disbelief that they've asked if her voice has actually been verified. Well, you don't need to verify her voice when her body has been found. Um, Unfortunately, Micah did kill herself. And like I said in my last live stream about her, um, she may have committed the final act against herself. But what led up to that? If you've ever been with a narcissist, if you've ever had a family or a friend that has been with a narcissist, then you will know exactly what I'm talking about. It is so incredibly difficult for people to find the strength and the courage to leave. But even after they do, they feel it's a term called trauma bonded, and they still feel bonded to their abuser. And I think that this was very much the case with Micah. And to see her abuser, who she knew obviously that she definitely needed to get away from, and made two attempts to do that. She first filed for divorce back in October of 2023, and then she did it again just a couple of days before she died. But to see him move on so quickly to another woman, I know had to kill her inside. And after all the abuse that Micah had endured, she was just tired. And I don't want to cry. I think she was just tired. And I think she just wanted a relief from all of it, from him, from all of the abuses that he had put her through, for the humiliations that he had put her through. And so again, I will say that John Paul Miller may not have killed her physically, but he killed her in every other way until she finally took her own life. And I am incredibly sad for Micah's family and for the people that loved her, and especially her herself. I can only imagine. So, um, say a little prayer. Just say a little prayer for Micah and her family. They're definitely going to need it. And, I had a friend yesterday say to me in anger, damn it, he's going to get away with this. And I said, yeah. I said, unfortunately, he is going to get away with the abuse that he inflicted on her. He is. But I am glad that he was relieved of his duties, aka he was fired from his church. And I hope they keep it that way because clearly he had an affinity for children, as Micah was only 14 years old when he met her and allegedly began grooming her. Hi, Blue. It's good to see you. Blue is saying narcissistic abuse is unfathomable psychological torture, very hard to understand if one has not experienced it. Yes, I will say this. I myself have not experienced a true blue narcissist, but I know people that have, and I know them up close and personal. And the abuse that they have endured, I have begged them actually to leave. Begged. literally begged them to leave, and they would not. They would not, no matter how bad it was, they just would stay. And I don't understand because it doesn't make sense, but to them, it makes sense. I will commend Micah for trying to leave him. I think that was very, very hard for her to do. Just in the end, you know, all the pain, all the hurt got the better of her. And again, I just think she wanted it to stop, all of it. And it has. And Micah is now hopefully in heaven. Um, and hopefully all of that pain and hurt is gone. Um, but this is not how I wanted to wake up this morning. And again, you guys know I'm a big old crybaby. But it's just I feel incredibly sad for this young woman. She really did seemingly have her life ahead of her. And something else that I want to point out, there were friends of hers that said that Micah was 100% a woman ready to live. And sometimes that is a sign of suicide that people miss. People have talked about this before, about how they have had loved ones that in the days before they've committed suicide, they have been extremely happy, really happy, like over the top happy, and making plans and, doing all of this stuff. It doesn't appear that they're suicidal at all. I don't know if this is the person that wants to commit suicide trying to convince others around them that this is not their plan, or if they're trying to fool themselves into, thinking better thoughts and not wanting to go through with a suicide. But it is a sign when people are like, "Hey, I'm okay. I'm moving on with life. Everything's fine." It can be an actual sign that people are going to commit suicide. And there's many examples of this. There's famous people who, their spouses have taken video of them a day before they committed suicide, and they're laughing and talking and they look very happy. And literally the next morning they commit suicide. Um, so while Micah may have appeared happy and ready to move on with her life, the internal struggles that she was dealing with was obviously beyond what anyone knew. And so I will just say, rest in peace, Micah. I will pray for you and your family. And I hope anyone watching this live stream does as well. Hi, Suzanne. I will read your comment before I end this live stream. Suzanne said, I read the final sheriff's report and saw the photos of her in the pawn shop and at the gas station. Yes. And I thought her husband did it, but after the 911 call, I believe she did I believe she did because she was tired of the pain. Yes. Very, very heartbreaking that she thought that was the only way out. It really is, Suzanne. Again, just if you have 20 seconds, 30 seconds today to just say a prayer for Micah, and that would be nice. So I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Um, and please, if you ever feel this way, I know you might feel alone. You are not alone. And Micah was not alone either. And I know she felt that way, but she clearly had family that truly loved her. Please reach out to people. I know that you might think that your situation is just not understandable, or that no one is going to be able to help, and that's not true. That is not true. So, I will see you guys later. Bye for now and RIP, Micah.